All right. Welcome, people of the United States or other countries. I don't even know what I'm trying to do for this intro. I don't think an intro is necessary. I think it's quite cringy. I'm gonna spin this wheel. I don't want the car. I just want money. Please be money. Clothes. Okay. The diamond hoodie. Huh. Cool. Alright then. So right now, oh yeah, below level 300 now. Since I've been gone, some things have changed. So I'll kind of describe kind of why my money is at 2.5 mil instead of 3 mil. If you guys do not already know, I had purchased something, an upgrade to a vehicle that I felt was quite necessary for money-making methods, and I'm going to describe why. It helps for solo methods, but if we go to my, preview CEO on services. Alright, this is a pretty decent little area. It may spawn somewhere around here if I request it around these parts. We'll see. I just can't wait till Rockstar releases a new update. Loki, get some new stuff to buy. Some new content. I want some new earnable clothes. I like to earn clothes, I'll be honest. I don't like the limited time only clothes because then you can't acquire them afterward. And then you see some people with them and you're like, how the fuck do you obtain that? Yeah. Oh man. So, here it is. I've bought in the drone station. So what this means is we can now do the good old terabyte missions, and we're going to do targeted data. This is by far one of the easier ones. Alright, man. So I did this with a buzzard actually last night with my friend. What I ended up doing was landing the buzzard on top of the terabyte. And whilst people may think it's retarded, and don't get me wrong, it is. Oh man, it's so hard to do. So much easier with a buzzard because it's not the hovering. You know what? I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to ditch the DeLorean for now. By the way, I need to buy some explosive ammo, so I might end up buying a weapon thing in here. I can modify my weapons, and I might buy the missiles, and I might buy all the upgrades for it, because I'm like, why the fuck not? If I'm going to constantly be using this, and now let's just say, for instance, I'm using this in a public session, for crying out loud. God, oh Lord, if I was using this in a public session, I would want any defense system I possibly could. the other thing I ended up buying was this amazing parachute. It has the American flag on it. The parachute bag has the American flag on it, and the parachute smoke is the Patriot smoke, and I forget what else I have, but it's all patriotic stuff, which I think is fucking awesome. I might put it on here in a bit. Now, I don't know why I like targeted data a lot, but this mission is actually fun. Like, this mission's fun. That's funny. She mentions the Jay Norris incident. That's actually a thing that happened in story mode. So now, so the game established. Okay, so when online first came out, it was like a prequel to story mode, and then ever since like Doomsday, I think it has moved on past 2013 into 2014, I believe, or whatever, and now since then we've just been moving forward, and I like that, you know. So I can't, you know, the Diamond Casino is fucking awesome, man. I really hope that, you know, the next update involves newer interiors to buildings. Like, you know how in GTA San Andreas how they had the different interiors that you can go into, like the you know, they had a bar and the Cluckin' Bell and the burger shop and stuff. It'd be kind of cool to go to places like that. Oh shit. Watch another one. Alright. You know what? I actually like using the front door more than the back door. I've done this mission once. It's really simple. All I have to do is just kill some goons and then kill the targeted guy. I tased that dude. Draft line number 25. Wrong 25, that one. Oh, here we go. This one is. Oh. I wonder if they're just gonna like give me a waypoint yet. Guess not. Yeah, so I like targeted data a lot. Oh. I've had some minor mic failure. So as I was saying, I actually kind of like targeted data in the Evangelico jobs more than the diamond or gold. I'd rather do these. Though gold is pretty good, and I have been so used to gold, and I can do it like easily. My only complaint with gold is that you have to actually like find which areas being robbed, and almost never okay, so we're heading by a Fleeca bank, I think. No, we've already passed it, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe we're heading toward it. I can't remember. There's one around this road, so do remember that. Yeah, no, we're heading towards it, I believe. Yeah, we're heading toward it for sure. I'll kind of just show you where that is before anything else. It's right here. And so, the Fleeca Bank right here is the one you rob in the first heist you do. My only complaint is that this area never gets used or reused during your stealing the gold. So that would suggest that the first camera is useless, and then you have to scroll, and it takes a while actually, like about a couple seconds really to actually do that properly, to where you're actually like that was about easy. That was about the easiest damn job ever. Okay, so actually, to show you why I bought the drone station, really. That's all. The whole trick is cooldowns. So, right, you're gonna end up waiting about 30 minutes for the job you've just now done to cool down. I'm not sure how it really works, but we're gonna actually see for ourselves. Okay, so robbery in progress. It only takes like 5 minutes, I'm gonna say. But this takes like 30 minutes. So if this takes 30 minutes, then that means that I can just do this one and then this one and end up right with like 90,000, almost 100,000. Boom, bang, bargain. Now, it will be 100,000 because I combine that, okay, with what's it called? With Hostile Takeover and Sightseer. Now, because of those two things, we're making some serious bank. Now, if we're working with multiple people here, like if you got a squad of like 2, if you're doing this with 2 people, always do the challenges, man. Like, always do challenges. Like Most Wanted, if you have a DeLorean and you can fit a friend of yours in there, that's how I do it. I just fly around with a friend and we can't get fucked with. Or if you have a buzzard, if you have 4 people or whatever the fuck, if you're all working together and shooting down the cops and shit like that. If you have like a Valkyrie, that's really good for it. If you have a really good pilot that's really used to the Valkyrie's performance, boom, man, ultimate team, man. If you have someone who's really good with the gun camera, boom, in the passenger seat. And if you have 2 really decent gunners on the sides, you're good, man. You're golden. But if you can't afford a Valkyrie, then a Buzzard's a cheaper option, I believe. Actually, I'm going to verify that. I believe it's a cheaper option. No, I could be mistaken. I believe that Valkyrie's 2 mil. I can't remember. Like maybe 1.7 mil. I'm about to double check. I think I'm giving off some bullshit. I'm smelling the bullshit coming out of my mouth, and I don't like that. All right, sort by prices. Here it is, man. Actually, it's almost 3 mil. It's 2.8 mil. So it's 2,850,000. That's a lot of money. I thought I scrolled past it when I started seeing, you know, the oppressor. I thought I scrolled past it, but nah, man. I'm not bullshitting, man. That's a very expensive helicopter. Now, the cheapest helicopter, if I'm not mistaken, in this entire ring of things, is the Buzzard. And I'll tell you why, because it's just right up here, and it's a helicopter, and it's 1 million, almost 2 mil. If you ask me, the Buzzard's a cheaper option. And then of course you have the Savage, and this thing is really good. I'd argue it's one of the best in the game. The Akula, not too sure about, but the this thing, dude, this thing's awesome, bro. The FH1, or actually this is an Apache helicopter, but yeah, the Apache's fucking awesome, bro. But it's so expensive and overpriced. And then they have like jets and planes and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, no, man. The most expensive in the game is the Laser, and I own the Laser, and I also own the Hydra, and so the next ship I will buy, not ship, what am I talking about? The next actual like plane or actually jet that I'm going to end up buying actually will probably end up being the probably the A-10 Warthog, or the B-11 Strike Force is what it's called in the game. And the reason why is because I'm a big fan of the A-10, you know. For close air support, for, you know, it's just meant to take out ground targets, but it's not meant for air-to-air combat. I'm not sure about the game though. Rockstar typically doesn't get that type of stuff correct, you know. So then again, 90% of the vehicles in the game are just reskinned vehicles, in my opinion. And you're gonna get people say this thing has a different wheelbase, and this thing has different wheel diameters and different aerodynamics and performances. I don't really believe that the game is that in-depth. I'll be honest, I doubt it. Given, I mean, do you know how many vehicles are in the game right now? Like, and you're telling me they're all basically slightly different from each other? I just doubt that, man. I just doubt that. Maybe I would have believed you when the game first came out, you know. I mean, you know, whatever. Alright, now that I'm getting closer to my DeLorean, we can go ahead and start up Sightseer, which is another great app. I recommend, not app, but thing that requires a Sightseer app. It will replace your SecuroServe app on your phone with the Sightseer app. It's pretty cool. But CEO work, Sightseer. Alright, now we go to the Sightseer app. This is so easy. I also, for challenges, I really like the robbing the ATMs, because whilst you guys get paid in the end, you guys are robbing ATMs, and so you're getting a little bit of money. Though I wish the amount of money you were given from that was a bit more, but on top of that, you're getting paid for doing the challenges. If we're running this with about 4 people, I believe it pays more. I'm not sure. I'm like I said, I'm not too sure, but I think it does. I'm not sure. I don't think it's by much though. But man, if you're really trying to just grind out that money, I really recommend getting 4 people in there. if you're doing a live session and you know you're like me and you've bought in some pretty useless shit, the yacht isn't entirely useless. It's not the best investment, but you can end up making about 20 to 30,000 by doing piracy prevention, and all that is like stand your ground on a yacht. And you know, I think it's better than stand your ground. Primarily, reason one is the fact that you know, you could just, you know, hike onto the yacht and you can have, you're well protected in the yacht. It's not an area it's got multiple lines of cover, you can be prepared to destroy anything that comes your way because you can almost see it coming from a mile away. You're out there in the middle of the ocean. You don't think you can't see the ocean, something wrong going on in the ocean. Like, you see a buzzard over the horizon, you know there's a buzzard coming, man. You just do. There's some disadvantages of being on the yacht, but then again, there's a lot of advantages of being on the yacht. And piracy prevention, it pays pretty well. And if you have 4 people and y'all guys are trying to just, you know, do whatever, and, you know, if people are trying to kill you guys, then go on the yacht and then just start piracy prevention, have them come over and kill them before they get there. So that's pretty fun too. You know, this game is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I've found a recent enjoyment in this game. You know, there's just a lot to this game that I really enjoy. I wish Sightseer gave up some more time. You know, like, I wish it was more time. In return for more packages to pick up or whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think Sightseer is good how it is. I just think they should increase the time a little bit by like a minute and a half, because I mean, you know, some people hacking could be an issue. Maybe they're not good at hacking, so it's very important that people, you know, kind of know what they're doing. I'm not trying to like brag, but when it comes down to it, I really do know what I'm doing when it comes to hacking. I used to not, man. I used to be unconfident in myself and my hacking skills. But, you know, when it comes down to it... Oh! Heyo! Man, dude, I tell you what, man. I love the shit out of the collectibles, man. I'm glad they added collectibles in this game. You know. Okay, I gotta find 15. By the way, I do not recommend to just start clicking on random numbers, because it will end up fucking you over. Just take your time and be calm about it. Don't let time, you know, fuck you over. Are you serious? My mic is doing the thing again where it's like, which user is using the mic? And I just find that so annoying, to the point where I'm about to delete whatever users I have and just have this one. And I will be pissed off, because I tell you what, Ah, man, I created another account on my other PS4, and I don't want to delete that. But the accounts I have on this, I've given a lot of weapons to Borderlands characters. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to actually have one offline account, and you know, I'm gonna delete all of them and whenever I want to do anything with my Borderlands game, you know, we'll just create another guest account, and then when we're done, we'll just, you know, delete it. I don't know, that doesn't seem right. I don't know, I find this shit so annoying. Sony, you know, on a side note, I kind of hope that Sony fixes that, you know, because I don't know, it's kind of annoying because, like, you know, fucking, you're playing your game and then all of a sudden this shit happens where it cuts off your gameplay and then you get shredded. You have a couple seconds to get shredded, and trust me, it happens. You will get shredded in a couple seconds in a lot of games, and you end up fucking over your team, and it's not even your fault, and it will cost you the game, the match, or whatever the hell. So, you know, I wish Sony fixes that. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe it's because I have two PS4s. I've asked some people about it, and they said it has happened. I truly don't believe them though, and because what I've described, it doesn't seem to add up to what they're saying. So I think they've experienced something else, maybe. But man, oh man, do I tell you, that shit's fucking annoying. It will actually like cut off everything, broadcast, anything. It just cuts it off, and it says which user is using it. And it's like, which one do you think, dingus? The one that's playing the fucking games. Does somebody else have my account information and is logging into my shit? I mean, could be. Not denying it. But shit. Whatever it is, man, it needs to fucking stop. Oh fuck. This is the easiest hack in the game. Oh god. This is so gross. And it does it again. Which user is using this device? And if you wait a little while, it goes away, or you have to actually click on the user that's using it. And I think that's so stupid. I think that Sony needs to fix that, man. I'm dead ass serious. This has happened to me hundreds of times, hundreds of gameplays, hundreds of times in general. It needs to stop. Maybe it's because I have my games on rest mode all the damn time instead of turning them off how I should. But I don't give a fuck, man. You know, fix it, Sony. It's your fucking console, man. I paid for it. You know, if I paid for it, that means that I'm entitled to certain things, and I'm entitled to criticism, and I'm going to criticize the fact that this shit is annoying. Seriously, you talking about you want to improve gaming experience or whatever? The way you improve it is by fixing all the problems with your console to make your gaming experience optimal. And why am I critiquing a console right now? I don't even know. Anyhow, I think that ugh, I don't even know what to talk about anymore. I kind of just like shut myself down as I realized how annoying I was being. Alright, there we are at 76,000. Now roughly you won't get that much because like I said, when I first started I had some money and I kind of wished that it didn't broadcast. And now, okay, my broadcast is back. Oh my Lord Jesus, it's giving me so much. Both microphone audio and broadcast are now being... why is it notifying me this shit? I don't need it to notify me. Like, come on, dude. Ugh, and it does that bullshit again. Are you serious? Look how many times this is happening. And it's just for like a split second too. I like the ones that are just for a split second and then the game corrects, the console corrects itself and it's like, oh, can't do that. Also, if you're with a buddy, remember that if you were all in the same vehicle, you guys gain RP for cruising with other players. And by the way, periodically, if you guys aren't blowing people's cars up and things, you know, if you're not being a griefer or a tryhard or whatever, Rockstar will reward you with the good sports, so. And to be honest with you, even though it is just 200,000, or not, if it was 200,000, my God, I would do nothing. I would be the greatest sport in the game. I would not grieve shit. But nah, man. Even though it's just $2,000, it's not. I mean, low-key, I wish it was more. I wish it was like 8,000. But you know, free money is free money, and you can't really complain, no matter how much you get. People that will complain. It's kind of, I can see why. I wish that, like with my theory with the, if they were to cap the money based upon your level by increasing, like adding a bonus for every time you get paid during either a heist, a mission, CEO work, and you know, client jobs, biker work, just the work, not sell missions, just work. You know, missions in both free mode and in you know, heists, jobs, like client jobs, not client job, contact missions, you know, adversary modes, you know, survivals, death matches, captures, races, air races, stunt races. If they added like a little thing where it gives you your payment, then it says level bonus, and then just gives you another, like, you know how you have the elite award for, you know, doing certain heists a certain way. Like if you pass the elite award, it gives you like 50,000 extra or whatever. Imagine if they did that, though it was with every form of payment, and it was based upon your level. So it's like, you know, $250 per level. So I'd have a bonus of about, I don't know. Let's see, I'm 103, so 250 times 103 would probably be a lot of money. It'd probably be like, you know, a couple thousand, like, you know, a decent amount of money. But I mean, it would create an incentive to level up and to do methods to obtain. It would give RP a new purpose, and also then again, you know, it would encourage players to play the game how it was meant to be played originally. And I kind of like that, because I'm a very OG guy when it comes to this game. I like to do the original OG type of shit, like playing the contact missions, playing, you know, what's it called, races and stuff like that, stuff that barely makes any money at all. I like running those a couple of times. I mean, it does make you some money. Like, I guess if you do like 8 races, you'll have like at least about 20,000, and you know, that's kind of bullshit. I wish it paid more. But then again, you know, I wish that all of the contact missions were double money and double RP all the time, because, and the reason why is, if you think about it, they really don't pay that much. You're gonna have to do, let's see, okay, they pay roughly about 10,000. So if you do 100 of those, or actually if you 100, I don't know about that. 100 times 10 would be oh god. I think that, I'm not sure, man. I think all you have to do is do it like 10 times, and then you have 100,000. So if you do it 100 times, you will have about 1 million. But that's 100 times, man. You have to do that 100 damn times, and that's on contact missions. And trust me, they get old. They get tedious real fast. Trust me, they do. And you know, free mode, you can make most of that money really, really fast. Like, look at this shit. I'm at 76,000 already, and it's like the stream's only been going on for 35 minutes. And I'm just casually playing, you know, so really not bad when considering the fact that, you know, Okay, we got about 6 minutes till that's done, so we're just gonna do one of these. Okay, so here's a good little method I run. So you just hop into the cab, and okay, that's it. Will give you the waypoint. Go ahead and copy the waypoint. Vangelico is roughly about right here on the map, and so anyway, all you're gonna want to do is just go. It's really not far from the site though. All you have to do, it's just past, you know, Rockford Plaza, which is through this little tunnel right here, and right by the, right past the good old Los Santos Customs, and then just keep going. And it's right before this like clothing store, and this like, it's in between this clothing store and this, you know, barber shop. Anyway, what you're gonna do is see if I'm actually about to see if my waypoint is actually exact. Well, we're gonna leave our car right here. Yeah, it's roughly, I got it exactly right. That's awesome. Alright, man. So what you're gonna do now is just gonna give a good old bada bop bop. Go up here. And then start shooting missiles. Ignore everything Paige just said. Go in here guns blazing. And trust me, if you guys get killed, you suck. JK. If you guys get killed, it's no biggie. Just relax. And just try to make your way to your car. As you guys can go see, cops will be coming up that area. If you approach that area, and they'll be clear of this area. It won't always be the case, but I guess for the most part that's kind of the case, and you're just gonna try to get out of here. Find a good old safe spot like let's say Los Santos Customs would be a decent little area. So there's some cars already here. If shit, man, when the job's over, I'm gonna come back and sell one of these things to add to our money. So after this mission, we should have about 100,000 now. So about 45 minutes, I'm gonna say roughly. Yeah, when it reaches 45 minutes and 30 seconds, I should have 100,000. Maybe we'll try to do it before that. But that's my estimated time, 45 and 30 seconds. We're at 40 minutes and 30 seconds, so it will take a little while, but we will prevail. I'm pretty sure it's always the same. It's by this like area. I believe you come here during one of the casino missions, not the contact missions, not the heist. I believe you come here during the mission Strong Arm Tactics, I think so it's called. I can't remember. And cool thing, man, Avery Duggan is a character from Vice City. And I thought that was pretty awesome. So that kind of confirmed. Okay, so that's kind of a big plot break because, right, the way people originally thought of it was there was three major Grand Theft Auto universes. There was the top-down universe, right, with Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. Then they had Grand Theft Auto, I want to say the HD universe, right? I would say it's the 3D universe and then the HD universe. So the 3D universe consists of 3 Vice City and San Andreas, and the HD universe consists of GTA 4 and GTA 5. So yeah, they have roughly about 7 games if you account for like Grand Theft Auto London. I think was like a expansion pack for the second Grand Theft Auto, if I remember. I can't remember that far back. But what I will say, man, oh, if you count Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories and Chinatown Wars and all the other like GTA, though, I'd consider those like spin-offs. Those are like the portable GTAs, and they kind of like sucked. This is the way Grand Theft Auto should be. It's the way that GTA 5 is. Some people want GTA 6 to be like Red Dead Redemption, where it's like super realistic and in-depth and immersive. And I like the immersion feeling, but man, dude, this is the way GTA should be all the time. And I guess it could get old, but man, maybe they could fix the griefing, but man, dude, you know, I don't know, bro. When it comes down to it, dude, GTA is more fun this way than any other way I can see possible. Okay, so those cars despawn. I was gonna sell one of them into the Los Santos Customs, but now what we're gonna do, oh, by the way, further progress note on the fact of the matter when it comes down to, like, you know, the bobbleheads and the collectible cards and stuff like that. So I'll show you all my collections. Inventory collectibles. Action figures, I got 16 out of 100. Playing cards, I got 5 out of 54. And signal jammers, I got 17 out of 50. I hope to get all of the collectibles maxed out. I know to get all the action figures to get an Impotent Rage outfit, and that's pretty cool, I guess. But, you know, if you buy the Impotent Rage mask, it would be kind of cool to go with it. Alright. So I'm gonna say it, man. If you're doing the what's it called? The hostile takeover, it's kind of obsolete when compared to this mode. Sure, it's a little better, but you know, when you've I really recommend doing this, man, until you get good at hacking, and then it becomes second nature, and then you can be a valuable asset to the team later on. Especially when doing, I might try to solo Los Santos Connections. Should I solo it on stream? I'm thinking I might solo it on hard on stream. I'm gonna try to solo a lot of jobs that would seem to be really, really hard by myself. Like, I'm always trying to get better at the game. you know, I'm always trying to like level up and stuff like that. See, I'm 301, dude. Like Jesus Christ. Um, and I'm glad I've reached the 300s, man. I kind of wish they boosted like the max level cap for health. Not against players, but against like NPCs. It would make certain jobs a bit easier. Also, I'm starting to go to the ammunition shop and start to buy parachutes and body armor, though. Free parachutes will spawn all the time. But it's always safe to buy stuff like that. I'm about to go buy some explosive rounds, actually, here in a bit. Because here's my problem with explosive rounds, man. They need to find a way to boost the max ammo cap for those to, you know, hold more ammo for those. It seems like you can't ever waste any special ammo, otherwise I'm about to convert some of my guns back to Mark 1. Although I think I should keep them Mark 2. I'm fully not I'm not positive on what I should do on the matter. You know, for instance, the regular SMG, not the Uzi. It's like I think it's the MP5 in the game. You know, the regular SMG. Yeah, I believe it's like an MP5 variant of some sort. Turns into like a whole MP5K when you I'm about to pack a punch at zombies, but Black Ops. But no, man, when you get it Mark II variant, man, it turns into a whole MP5K, and so it's like compact and shit, and it doesn't have a stock, and it's kind of weird. I almost think that you can actually do drive-bys with it on motorcycles and stuff, but whereas before you couldn't. And I think that's cool because you can have, if you have like the incendiary rounds, it makes drive-bys on motorcycles like good. But at the same time, it's like, do I really need to though? And I don't know, man. And that's another thing I want to invest my money into later on is the bunker. I really do want to buy the shooting range, because if you complete enough challenges, it boosts your max ammo count for your sticky bombs to like 25 or whatever. I think that's what I heard from somebody. And obviously I want the most amount of bombs. I want the most amount of every little thing in the game. And I have this weird like sensation, like I love to I just love to complete challenges. I love to complete little things in the game. Ew, it sounds like I have a nasal infection not nasal infection, but it sounds like I have like a clogged nose. I hate that shit. Makes me sound like the fucking professional. Oh man. Man, you know what I want, man? Not even about the like cap. I think that's what the kids call it these days. But oh man, dude, I want another earnable weapon. Like, so you know the ceramic pistol, the like, I don't even know what that gun wants to be. It almost appears to be like a Glock at first sight, and then it looks kind of like a Walther PPQ, almost, not exactly, but it kind of looks like a Smith & Wesson MMP shield, but it's like awkward looking, you know. It just doesn't look. Here, I'll pull it out, man. Right after I get this package, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Those people that are into guns like I am, it's so awkward looking. I don't see the point of the ceramic pistol, man. I don't know why they call it ceramic either. That's awkward. I remember when I first got explosive ammo, I was hyped. and I have to have explosive ammo in my weapons, but then again, I regret to use them because I'm so lazy to the point where I never want to restock them. And I wish there was an easier way to restock them, like, oh dude, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to buy one of them weapon workshops inside of my Terabyte just so I can restock on ammo because I'm constantly calling it in to do the Terabyte missions. And that reminds me, did I even do all like the special vehicle missions for the what's it called? You know, for the MC or the MOC and the I don't know, I want to do special vehicle work for you know, the good old, you know, CEO, the office. I want to be able to do all that. But I need to import and export lots of vehicles and stuff like that, so I'm about to get into that later on. I invest a shitload of money first though before I start doing stuff I'm not sure about. I'm just all about the grind now. I'm all about making the money. I'm all about doing the challenges and earning every little thing in the game. Oh shit. And it did that thing again. Oh, that shit is so fucking annoying. And I promise you at one point I will collect all the collectibles. I just don't feel like it right now. Okay. Alright, so about that ceramic pistol. Oh, here, watch this, man. Look. This is basically like an MP5K, basically. Like, what is this? Why is this a thing? And then you have, oh lord, here it is, the ceramic pistol. Like, look at this shit. Like, what is this gun even trying to be? Like, I know it's not trying to be like a Glock or anything like that, obviously. But I don't even know what this is supposed to even be. Like, did they just run out of ideas and are like, here's some random weapon we can come up with? Like, what? I'm glad I own it. I like to own all the weapons. I like to own everything in the game. But, damn, look, the banks are hit. Oh yeah, it is Solomon. Yeah, that's my name. Though mine's spelled different though. Whoa, what's that? Oh shit, they're cannibals or whatever. Yeah. At first I thought I was on them like retarded signal jammers. So I was like, oh fuck that signal jammer, let's blow it up. Oh, they have this talk station. Sea sharks, really? I don't think those are necessary. What the fuck is that? Land for the front. Oh, what the hell? Now that's a full-size yacht, man, but it doesn't look anything like my yacht. What the hell? It doesn't look like my yacht. My yacht looks different. Hold up, bro. I'm not being timed at all, so I'm gonna rush back to get on these sea sharks. Oh Lord God, the things I do for my companies. They get the suit wet. Actually, here, we're about to actually see about that whole MP5K business with the whole biker thing, because these are weapons a bike can. No? You can't even use them. And my question is, like, what the fuck's the... Oh, that's cool. That one has that. I want that, bro. That would be kind of cool to have access to that. I'll change outfits here. Boy, this is like that yacht that Michael went on to save Tracy DeSanta. I wonder how you get up there, bro. Who is shooting at me? I want to kill everybody. Oh Lord. Alright, Riskies. Looks like we're out of here. You know, I kind of wish that you could have. So you know, I can throw parties on your penthouse. What I wish you could throw parties on your yacht. I mean, hell, you spend about 8 million on the fucking thing, man. You should be entitled to that. Well, I'm in here. Purchase this upgrade to hire additional bartenders and bouncers. This will reduce the daily popularity loss of the nightclub. That sounds pretty good, because we want the most amount of popularity to stack up. Owner, DeLorean, I'm weak. One day we're going to end up doing a lot of this work for this nightclub, and we're going to stock up a shitload of goods, and then we're going to sell from the nightclub, the bunker, the hangar, my warehouse, my vehicle warehouse. We're just gonna sell one day a lot of shit, and we're gonna see how much. I want to make multi-millions that day, and then I don't know. I want to buy a bunch of upgrades for a bunch of businesses. Mainly, I want to buy the Oppressor Mark II. Okay, so there's a couple of things I want to buy, especially one major thing, and this will be a Lifesaver. And it does seem a bit annoying, and some people may say, well, what's the point of buying it? And what this is the Weapon Workshop. And the reason why is because if I'm able to upgrade and buy my weapons right there in the shop right there, it would be so much easier than to have to call in or have to put that back in and then order another vehicle like the MOC and the Avenger. Now the reason I bought it for the Avenger was I had the same problem with the MOC. Why waste so much valuable time when I could just order the same exact thing on that vehicle instead of having to call in an entire separate vehicle? Like, ugh, that is so annoying. And may I also mention, if Rockstar does include another update, could you guys please, like, seriously allow us to, like, buy newer upgrades to the yachts? I would really enjoy it if we had more, like, stuff to do for the yachts. Like, imagine if we can throw yacht parties and stuff. I mean, like, you know, it would be kind of cool if you had, like, I don't know, the ability to, you know, buy champagne there, or select different types of alcohol. Oh, my friend's inviting me.